Hey guys, hope everyone's having a good day. Today I'm coming at you with a Blitz video, a little bit of a guide, a little bit of a tutorial, show you what I do, show you how I did on this Misty Blitz, show you some of the tips and tricks that I use to always secure the 1% on new characters. Now of course this is TCP dependent, but we'll get into that and we'll get into some teams and some special characters and some stuff like that. Hopefully it'll help you. But from here on out guys, I'm going to hide away and we will watch my first rotation. Very quickly, I sped it up, of course. You can see right off the bat, I'm going from weakest to strongest on this first rotation, and I'm going to use my blitz charges. Now you see I have 475 right now. Normally I like to enter a new blitz for a new character with 500 charges. Now for new characters, they tend to start on Thursdays. In fact, since I started the game, they've always been on Thursdays. And on Thursdays, you have the medical supply run. So you don't want to claim that. You want to have 500 going into Thursday. And you don't want to claim your villains daily either. So you see here I'm using my charges. I use Black Order because they're a really powerful team and they have to be used as a cookie cutter team. And then I use hybrids with just my strongest characters to maximize my points. Now, I'm only going to use about 330 charges per day. You get 4 days total. I think that might be time zone dependent. But on the Thursday for me, I get from 8 till 12 Eastern to use charges. Then I get all of Friday, all of Saturday, and Sunday up till 8 p.m. So when I say 4 days for the Blitz, that's what I'm referring to. So there you go. I'm claiming all my charges and stuff like that. You have 4 hours to claim it if you're in the Eastern, so don't forget. So of course, guys, a high TCP is going to be really beneficial for Blitz. However, there's a way to make up for your lack of TCP, and that's to widen your roster. As you see, my 650k Black Order doesn't even give double the points my 230k zero invested Hydra gives. So what I like to do with new teams is get them all up to level 60, make sure their abilities are level 6, and just make sure that they're in a winning position to be at 8.3. With that being said, guys, you don't want to build your entire roster around Blitz. Yes, it's good for new characters, but make sure you're building up your raid, arena, and war teams to an appropriate level for your play. With that said, there's also going to be some older teams that don't quite hang at 8.3 with all the new team matchups that come into effect. So you got some characters on your roster that you can use to plug and play and make them more reliable. So here are your solo carrier characters. We got Ultron, Doom, Zemo, Captain Marvel, Silver Surfer, and Kestrel. I will say that with Zemo and Captain Marvel, you got to be a little careful using them to solo carry at 8.3, but there are definitely teams out there that they're capable with. Even Ultron to a certain extent now, with these new teams coming out, he struggles a little bit, but he can be used for sure to win at 8.3. Now here are your cookie cutter disaster teams. Now you'll see I have Guardians here with Doom. Now that team's going to win if you're not choosing crazy teams to go against. But Guardians without Doom definitely struggles, so I suggest putting a solo carry character with them. Power Armor, Mercs, Pimtech, Fantastic Four, Shield without Kestrel, and X-Force all tend to struggle at 8.3. If you play them out, like if you play out Power Armor, you're going to win more. Same with Fantastic Four. But in general, just be careful with these teams when you're going into matches at 8.3. You notice these are a lot of war offense teams. So here are the type of teams that I like to target. A team with like Drax, Pyro, Winter Soldier. Really easy. The team on the right with Scarlet Witch and Quake, that team has no damage. The team on the left is also a pretty easy win, but it can be a little tricky because Captain Marvel and a reworked Night Nurse. So always be mindful of reworks, guys. Defenders are not as easy as they used to be with the Luke Cage and Iron Fist reworks. Some more examples coming through. There you go. The High Protector team in the middle, not so bad. The Shield team without a Fury or a Coulson is pretty easy as well. There's very little damage on that team. And the team on the left is like a starter toon team, and they're not so bad either. You'll also see a lot of teams with like Spider-Man, Crossbones, Elektra. Those are basically free win teams too that you want to use your problematic Blitz teams against. So here's my day one playbook. First, start the Blitz with 500 charges. Leave your medical supply run in Villain's Day unclaimed. With your first rotation, go from weakest to strongest. Use your Blitz charges on your strongest hybrid teams, and I'll add in Black Order as well if you have them high up. Only use about 335 charges daily for max benefit. Always leave at least 50 charges in case you fat finger and you go past the prompt as well. Claim your medical supply and villains daily. Don't forget to do that. Don't let it expire. On the first day, you'll be able to do 2 rotations total, so make sure you get that one in before going to bed. That one from strongest to weakest, sorry. And if you lose, build back to 8.3, going from your weakest teams to your stronger teams. If you're ever stuck, say you're on your weaker teams and you're all in the 300k or so, and you see Black Order, X-Men, and Humans, well, go take a team that is completely unbuilt and retreat out. That'll keep you at 8.3. So days 2, 3, and 4 now. Day 2, you can only do 6 rotations. Day 3 and 4, do your 8 rotations. Now again, guys, just to clarify, I will say when I say day 1 and day 2, that's the 4 hours on the Thursday, and then the 20 hours on the Friday. Day 3 and 4 are then from 8 p.m. Friday to 8 p.m. Saturday, and then day 4 is 8 p.m. Saturday to 8 p.m. Sunday. So use your Blitz charges on the first rotation of every day. All rotations strongest to weakest. If you lose, build back 8.3, going from weakest to strongest, and if you're stuck, retreat out with an unbuilt team again. Now on day 4 at Blitz payout, be aware that your initial ranking may not be your final ranking. The rankings seem to be a little fluid, and you can get changes up until the 15 to 20 minute mark. Cutoff for top 1% is normally around 3,500. Finally, rest, because next week there's likely to be another new character to Blitz for, so build up your charges. If you do all that, guys, you're likely to get a score like this. If you have a similar TCP to mine, you're going to get top 1%, and you're going to unlock these 100 shard characters on their first Blitz. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.